India are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand. Haaland! Oh, it's come off the upright. Neymar. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Serginho. Neymar. That's destined for the flank. And it's Neymar. Kukçu. Now, can they get him away? Tomori. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Kimmich cuts it out. Neymar. Serginho. And he's managed to get free. Messi. And this is Messi. Lofted in. Hazard! Nearly, but not quite. It's a sharp pass. Neymar makes a dash for it.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Messi finds himself offside. That's going right the way across. Distributed tidily. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Cross flung into... Oh, good effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
De Ligt. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Hazard. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Lewandowski. De Ligt. And Neymar. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Van Dijk. Tomori. Camavinga. Neymar. Tries to play it through. And Guardiol. He's a sharp little ball here. It is a corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Rancagua really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
And it's Neymar. Kukçu. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's nice. Real chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there is your opener. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Played out to the left flank. And here's Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Hazard has it out wide and in space. And this is Neymar. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
There's the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Camavinga certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
India have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And this is Lewandowski. Mbappe.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Oh, that's well spotted. Caicedo. Pogba. And it's Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Nice control. And that is headed for the middle. And he's there to get it away. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
India are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Aquí están los futbolistas.
So, into the second half. Now it's Hazard. He is through here. De Ligt. Haaland. Can he finish? Off the post. Van Dijk gets it away. That's tidy. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lewandowski gets flagged offside. Spread to the right. Cafu. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Neymar. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. That's going to go a long way. Haaland does well to get it back. Now it's Hazard. Oh, perfectly measured that. Haaland, he's through on goal here. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar gets into a good position. Caicedo. Now this could be a chance. Pressing high and with purpose. Neymar. Lewandowski. That's put paid to the danger. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Número 15. Entrará al campo, número 17.
And this is Neymar. Shapes to shoot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Not the most convincing of passes. Serginho. Kukçu. Cafu. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Neymar. That has been slung wide. And he's cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. Neymar. And Serginho. And it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Camavinga. And it's Fernandes. Tomori. And Alexander-Arnold. Fernandes. Kukçu does well not to be outdone there. De Ligt. Played out towards the right wing. And he's picked it up out wide. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guardiola tries to clear.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Kimmich gets a foot in here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Chance here to counter. Neymar. That's going across goal. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They've played it short. India have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. Oh, it's Dembele. And that is out of play. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kimmich. Four added minutes on the board. Dembele. That has not gone well. Fernandes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. And here's Shevchenko. Pulisic. Very nicely done. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Your reflections then, Jim?
India definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, En la pantalla se presentará la información de tránsito más actualizada.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Messi.
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And we're underway. And here's Neymar. Oh, some astute defending there. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Messi. Neymar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Haaland. And it's been played through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, what has happened here? That's very neat. And this is Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. They've played it short. Oh, that's nice. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. No goals as yet. That's destined for the flank. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi. Neymar. And here's Messi. Kukçu. Cafu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Pumas have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Has to go back here. And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Salah. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Aims beyond the defence. That's going to go a long way. Haaland. De Ligt. Cafu. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Cafu. He is through here! Kante calmly anticipates.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Haaland. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Picked out brilliantly. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found the way through. Pumas claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
India are looking to go forward now. De Ligt. And it's Kukçu. Messi. And Neymar. Now it's Haaland. Nicely aimed pass. That has been cut short. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0. Alonso! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. And there's a goal. Barely into the second half. And already it is heating up. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Played out to the left flank. Now he's got space here. Cafu cuts out the pass. Tries to play it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Been looking for. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Convertido en el minuto 56. Número 6.
Pumas are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That has not gone well. Kimmich. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Haaland. That has been slung wide. Serginho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's been played through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Mohamed Salah, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
It is a corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of...
Oh, great leap! He's done very well to get to that.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
India perhaps contemplating their next change here. Serginho. Dembele. And it's Kukçu. And it's been hooked away. India have it back and can go again. And it's made its way to him. Oh no, this does not look good. Shoots! And yes, it's there! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Gol. Convertido en el minuto 77. Número 10. Messi.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
India cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. That's the throw. India will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And it's Xabi Alonso. Into the channel. Mohamed Salah providing an outlet on that flank. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And Messi! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Serginho. Xabi Alonso. Dembele.
Se van a jugar 4
Now it's
minutos de
Mbappe.
compensación.
Played backwards here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rudiger. Van Dijk. De Bruyne. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. He's beaten the last chance for a shot! And he hits the net! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely...
So that's it. It is all over. India perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Good ball, good take. Xabi Alonso, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Mbappe, real chance! And it's been taken short. India are looking to go forward now. He's on it, can he get away? Serginho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so...
Great chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Xavi Alonso, De Ligt, Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. India yet to have an attempt on goal. Yamal, Serginho, and it's Alexander-Arnold, who has found support out wide. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, what a ball! Kimmich getting this one clear. Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe! Distributed tidily. And he's gone searching crossfield. Neymar. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Guardiola. Azar. Referee's given a throw. Kukçu. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, this could be a chance. Serginho. And it's Azar. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. In by Messi. Serginho. Hazard. Haaland. Oh, that was vital. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Played out to the left flank. Hazard finding himself in space. Showing good feet. Now it's Hazard. Oh, such a clever touch. Played in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Haaland. Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Guardiola. Serginho. Now it's Iwobi. Played into space, and he cuts out the supply. Azar. Valverde. Now it's Haaland. Shifted it to the flank. Van Dijk. And it's Azar. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Down to business again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder...
And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Yamal here. Big chance! And it's in! It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He has found the way through. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get away here? Well, that defending is unapologetically... He's having a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Guardiola is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. That's tidy. Swings it across, and a header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
India still this single goal behind. Cafu, Kukçu. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has been cut short. And it's Azar. He is through here! Serginho. And he's in on goal! Oh, this is a great position. Tries a shot! It's a loose ball. Can he get it through? That's good running with the ball. Now it's Kukçu. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Yamal. And it's made its way to him. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. That has ended up in no man's land. And they're back on the ball again. This looks promising. And it's Serginho. Iwobi is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Yamal moves short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Look at the space here. Haaland. Haaland gets on his bike and on the move. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Guardiola, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's undercooked that. 75 minutes played. Now it's Hazard. Neymar, nicely spread. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Iwobi. Over to the right flank. Pass somewhat off target.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Serginho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Serginho. India very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Valverde. Serginho gets across to intercept that. And the counter is on. He's a sharp little ball here.
India really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. That's going wide left. Marquinhos. Serginho. This is promising. Now there's a fine ball.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Xavi Alonso. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And back it goes. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Doku receives it in a wide position. Swung over. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Knocks it into space. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And he's quick to get rid. And it's Zielinski. Xavi Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. And he's got away from him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's in plenty of space here. Serginho getting this one clear. Shoots! Chance for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
India, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's with the keeper. Van Dijk.
Paris Saint-Germain really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Neymar, he shifted it to the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neymar, dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's been caught on it here. The ball goes in. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he spark a counter here? Haaland. And this is Messi. And Messi! Frustratingly close. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Zielinski. He is through here. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Caught offside that time. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Doku. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Looking to play him in. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
It's bounced back off the post. And now a sudden chance to counter. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Hazard. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! And he makes no mistake. A goal at a really telling moment. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. India leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Haaland is onto this. And it's Xabi Alonso. Haaland finds himself offside. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. India leading by one at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
India have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
We're on the move again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vardiol. Now Van Dijk. Zielinski. Alexander-Arnold. He's got away. Skims one in. Cleared away.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. And that's played in low. Can he finish? Yamal. India are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! That'll be a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's Asa! Kamavinga. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Doku. Opts for safety. And it's Messi. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that was brilliantly defended.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Shevchenko to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, it's no doubt a positive one. They want to make sure they finish the job from here.
Doku going face to face with his great rival.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Paris Saint-Germain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter. Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Neymar. Messi. Now it's Messi. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Zielinski. And the counter is on. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Hazard. Out towards the flank. Serginho's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Played with finesse. He's having a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Number 19.
Aims beyond the defence.
Substitution.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kamavinga. This is a promising build-up. Played out wide. Zielinski plays it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Maybe 3 minutes at a time.
Xavi Alonso. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Ferran Torres. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Spread out to the left. And the finish! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And that's that. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Kukçu taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it. And they did.
Hello, everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Well, thanks
We
to
would
Jim.
like to ask you
We
all
both
to
wish
kindly
you
stay
a very good
seated during
evening.
the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. So that's got things underway. Out for a throw. Yamal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Yamal. Yamal!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Oh, good-looking ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi spots it and intercepts. Kukçu. Neymar. Xavi Alonso. That's tidy. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries the cross. Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cafu pings in across. Terrific effort! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. And here's Haaland. It's Alonso! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. Kukçu! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Garcia. And here's Doku. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Goal! Flamengo! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Aos 21 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 21.
Flamengo have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's a promising position. Hangs in. Getting up there! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Garcia. And this is Neymar. Pinches it off him.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cafu. Now it's Haaland. He's having a pop! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
India restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Plays it across. Neymar. Cafu. And it's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Now Neymar. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shot a goal! Goal! Flamengo! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cafu. Yamal. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's well spotted. Kimmich. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. Kukçu. Cafu, back towards the middle, and it's Xavi Alonso, and it's Serginho. It's Xavi Alonso, Serginho, and it's Neymar. Oh, and Messi! Nearly, but not quite.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
So what can they make of this? And that could set him on his way. Now that's well seen too. Kukçu. Neymar.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
Messi.
de acréscimo.
Looking to play him in. Neymar gets into a good position. Threads one in. Has a look up and delivers. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's the end of the first 45. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Hangs one in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Kukçu. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Oh, they can break here. And here's Yamal. And here's Doku. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, nice touch. He's on chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Cafu deals with that comfortably. They've played it short. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, shooting chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Xavi Alonso. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Ball played for Kukçu. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now. India really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Flamengo now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Garcia. Doku. And it's Robertson.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And Hertrauda. Now it's Yamal. Hazard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's gone searching crossfield. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? Kimmich gets over and intercepts. Cafu aims beyond the defence. That's good play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga. Now it's Neymar. Has a look and plays it forward. Yamal gets flagged offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar finds himself offside. Kimmich. And it's Serginho. And it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Impressive jump! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Neymar. And here's Haaland. And this is Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Entrada. Yamal, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's very neat. Cross neat. It's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. India making further changes here, and in quick succession. Shevchenko getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Dembele. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that's neat. Neymar. Nice control. Neymar's cross. Bullish header! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. India get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Serginho. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic. De Ligt. Cafu. De Ligt. Kukçu. Passes short and sharp. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Big chance! Goal, France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Le numéro 6.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cafu, and it's Kukçu. Nice sequence of passes, this. This is a promising build-up. He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's Serginho. Some really good ball movement. Quarter of an hour played. Looking for the run. He's having a shot! Off the post! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Cleared away. Cafu. That's been cut out, well played. France do have a chance to counter here. And it's Kukçu. Real chance! He's got away with one there. Kukçu gets on his bike and on the move. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. Raúl has it in a wide position. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Strong running down that left flank. India are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Spread out to the left. Serginho. Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Driving through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kimmich. And De Ligt. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jacobs. Araujo. Goulet. And it's Jacobs. Some good work on the right flank here. Haaland. Goulet. That's going wide left. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Szoboszlai with the foul.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kökçü, nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Spread to the right. Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That ball looks a good one. He's in a great position here. He's found the way through. Chance to deliver. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Taken back almost at once. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. India finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's gone for a throw-in. Hazard stood his ground strongly, and it's turned away. Raul. And the counter is on. Now Jacobs. Raul. And vicious ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. De Ligt. That's destined for the flank. And it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's a good ball. Now it's Messi. And Messi! And again! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
India restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it into space. Delivers the ball. Oh, good line! And he hits the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
India have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cafu drives forward on the overlap. Looking to play him in. He's onside. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Azar. Goulart simply refused to be outdone there. Now a Droll. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Neymar. Distributed tidily. Jacobs kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cafu. And it's Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Just about up to 75 minutes. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. India choosing to make the first change. Haaland, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
Tries to pass it through. Kukçu providing an outlet on that flank. Marquinhos gets it away. Cafu. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Rafael Leao getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah,
Impressive jump! He will be livid with himself.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 13.
France have opted to make another change here.
well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ødegaard. De Ligt. And That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Ødegaard. Ødegaard. It's Kimmich. Played out to the left flank. Pressing high and with purpose. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Very nicely done. Cross into the box. That's going to go a long way.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. Pass is just off target.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Neymar. Neymar. Neymar! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Ødegaard. That has been slung wide. Deftly away. Danny Olmo. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Azar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Vous attendent à la boutique du club. Ils vous proposeront le programme du match ainsi que d'autres objets souvenirs.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's lineup.
India have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems...
Takes a shot!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Lewandowski. Cafu. And De Ligt. Kukçu. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now, can they get him away? Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No luck with that dink over the top. That'll be a throw-in. Incoming delivery. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Impressive jump. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Good climb! He's done very well to get to that.
De Ligt clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That has been slung wide. And that's going right the way across. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cafu plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Nicely spread. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar finding himself in space. Delivers the ball. And he's there to clear it. Over to the other side. Messi. Cafu. Still goalless. Now it's Lewandowski. That's a shade optimistic. Serginho can clear it away. Xabi Alonso can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Hazard. Neymar. Messi. And here's Haaland. Haaland purring through the gears.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Lewandowski. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in a great position here. And it's Kukçu. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Messi's cross. Van Dijk getting this one clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. Oh, good read. And here's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Ødegaard wins the duel this time. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He is through here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Lewandowski. Distributed tidily. Can he spark a counter here? De Ligt. And Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Modric, now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Lewandowski. That's a decent clearance. Haaland. He's looking wide. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
India have a free kick. Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! A finish of true class, and that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player.
Number 10.
Oh, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
India have... And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now I'd just like to
India
read out
leading
our fan
by
club
one
members who are
at the break.
celebrating their birthdays today.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
India leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Down to business again. India currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now it's Haaland. And it's Xavi Alonso. Hazard. That's tidy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a good ball out wide. Didn't quite work for him. Kukçu. Cafu. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is lovely. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Corner it is. Cleared without hesitation. Palmeiras are looking to go forward now. That's Valverde, and he is deftly away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mbappe! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Xavi Alonso. Messi being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, recognising the need to reduce his influence isn't guaranteed. It'll take some good work to stop him.
Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
It's Neymar! Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And it's Kukçu. He's on it, can he get away?
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho gets it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change. Terrific effort! Not a bad try by any means.
Modric is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
India making further changes here, and in quick succession. Dembele coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Aims beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. Odegaard. India are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. India do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution
So
on the
changes
field.
afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Messi going after that. Kukçu. And De Ligt. Messi. Cafu. That's very neat.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar! It's hit the upright. It's a goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Lewandowski. Good ball, good take. That's going to go a long way. India have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Dembele picks it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Valverde. Plenty. He's had a shot! Kukçu. And de Ligt. Messi. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And de Ligt.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. And that is that. India can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
India definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
If you have a ticket.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. That's a shade optimistic. And it's Camavinga. Threads one in. Lofted in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Messi, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
And the finish!
Well, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Xavi Alonso. Cafu. And Neymar. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Over to the right flank. Nice bit of trickery. And he decides... Oh, greatly! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shapes! And he's stuck it away! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. That's a good ball out wide. Swung over. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cafu calmly anticipates. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Azar. No, he refuses to take the bait. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo.
And he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi goes short. Camavinga with the cross. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. Shot could be on. Chance! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Xabi Alonso, he's had a shot! Volleyed effort.
Ah, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
That has been slung wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Haaland. Camavinga. Ferran Torres. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That looks a good ball through. Ferran Torres. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Haaland can get it clear. India have the chance to go the other way. Serginho. That's going wide left. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Camavinga, and it's McAllister. Half-time getting close now. De Ligt. Now Neymar. Cookchu. Tries to dink it through. Haaland is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alexander-Arnold. Ruben Neves.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
McAllister is the team's great vision. Ferran Torres! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Ferran Torres has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
De Ligt. Cookchu. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
India are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And that's the second half started. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ruben Neves. Ambitious ball here. He can run onto that. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Ferran Torres. Looking for a runner. And this is Forlan. Cleared without hesitation. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Serginho. McAllister, lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a full... It's Haaland! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Serginho. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good spread. He is through here. And here's Haaland. Haaland touches it back. It's a searching pass. It's gone for a throw-in. De Ligt. Camavinga. Now it's Ferran Torres. Messi is onto this. Incoming delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camavinga cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Nicely shaped ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Cafu. Now that's well seen too. Sends it crossfield. And it's Hazard. And this is Neymar.
Pretty robust defending.
Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries to pass it through. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Haaland. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu. And no, that was never going to make it. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Look at the space here. And a chance! It's hit the upright.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Into the channel. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Messi. Kukçu. Cafu. Knocks it out wide. Searching pass, he's played the... Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 10. Messi.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
El dorsal 97. El dorsal 4. Neymar. El dorsal 14.
Alexander-Arnold.
Cambio de jugadores.
And it's Camavinga. Now Neymar.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Neymar. Crossing. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Cross needs to be... Camavinga! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play, plenty of...
The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Terrific effort! Haaland finds himself offside. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I have to say, Peter, that Lucas Hernandez has a wonderful approach to the game of giving everything for every outing. And I suppose his talents is a real show of that. A natural centre-back with his covering and pace to play left-back, left wing-back as well, and centre-back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get it through? Kukçu. Shifted it to the flank. India controlling the possession in this early phase. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings in a... Oh, good effort! He's delivered all right! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 9.
India have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. That's going wide left. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar picks it up out wide. No way through, so back it comes. Ah, he's given it away. Now, can they get him away? Somewhat off target. Hernandez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Granit Xhaka. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. De Ligt. Spread it left. And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gundogan. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He leaps for it! And he's following up! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Xavi Alonso. That has not gone well. Oh, that's fabulous. Xavi Alonso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's destined for the flank. Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a full... Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the keeper beats it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Opts to play it back. He's on it. Can he get away? That's a delicate pass. And that has been cleared.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. And it's Kukçu. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kukçu is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Haaland is on... Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? He's found space here. Granit Xhaka. And it's Xhaka. Now De Bruyne.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kimmich. And he's managed to get rid. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
With the owner of a blue
India go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
As it is about to be towed away.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
India are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back. And the shot! Just the wrong side. Cafu. Messi. De Ligt.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Ligt. Cafu. Now it's Messi. And it's Neymar. It's Xabi Alonso. Neymar. And it's Kukçu. Messi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Chance! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 56 minutes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Kimmich. And it's been played through. Decent chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Messi. Kukçu. This is a promising build-up. Cafu. Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Xabi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. With Rudiger. Hops for safety. Now he's off and running. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Saka. He has found the way through. Played in charge, surely! And that's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and